I bought a PS4. I played a good game from 2014. Let's talk about it. Infamous Second Son was a game I had completely forgotten about, because I didn't play a lot of Infamous 1 or 2 and I didn't get a PS4 until early of 2016, and only yesterday I finished Infamous Second Son. Now, without dwelling on it for too long, I love the Sly Cooper games, which were also developed by Sucker Punch. Although I didn't get entirely behind Sly 4, to be honest. It might just have been the fact that I hadn't played the Sly game in about 10 years at the time. Nevertheless, Infamous Second Son. This game's opening is so damn good. We're immediately introduced to our protagonist, Delsin Rowe. He's your average rebel type kid, who's always exasperated when he doesn't get the thing he wants, and in the end probably ends up in some sort of trouble.
Do you have any idea how embarrassing it is for me to keep arresting my own brother over and over and over again?
Maybe you should stop arresting your brother over and over and over again.
You think this is a joke?
No, I don't.
Is this how you want to leave your mark on the world, huh? You think this would make our parents proud? Misdemeanor vandalism?
Through just that one single piece of dialogue, the game has established a lot of important things. Character relationship, character motivations, and character contrast. The banter and dialogue between Reggie and Delsin is just pure writing gold.
Town, we load up at the all-you-can-leech conduit power buffet. We maybe swing by the Space Needle, always wanted to see it, and then we're back home to save some lives.
You do realize when we hit the town, there's a fair chance the town's gonna, hit back?
What does that even mean?
If I'm ever to write clever dialogue, I'm heading here for examples.
And they're afraid of you.
What?
Look, I told you, man, bioterrorists aren't especially popular.
So what, am I like Rosa Parks and they want me to sit on the back of the bus?
No, they want you to sit outside the bus.
The story is pretty much straight out of a goddamn comic book. There's an evil entity doing evil things, and there's a main character that gets caught in a crossfire, gets his superpowers, learns to control it, and something happens to his friends and family, then he feels responsible for what happened to his friends and family. He then has a revelation or something, and eventually decides to take down the evil entity as well as using his powers to the good of mankind. Now, this is one of very few instances where I actually don't really give a shit about the plot, because the characters are so well developed, so well written, and just overall gold in my opinion. Even though the main missions don't really give any of the characters enough screen time due to the game's pretty short length, but what is there is writing of the highest caliber, which is great because the gameplay is just fun, man.
I still feel safer in here.
Come on, man. You keep staying down here and playing angels and demons, you're never gonna get laid.
Feels like it's been forever since I last played a game with good characters and fun gameplay. There is no other way to put it. It's just fun. Flying around, shooting things, even the melee combat is great. How do you even do that? Every single third-person action game I played lately have usually had terrible melee combat. Throughout the game you get to use very cool powers, and these are smoke, neon, and even video, and how does that even work? Honestly, I don't know. And concrete! But my favorite is video because I just like it. And thank God the powers are fun to play around with, because this game is an open world game. It's also great that the world looks really nice and it's extremely pleasant to roam around and, flying, kicking ass and all that thing. There's also a lot of collectibles, but I'm not really into that sort of thing. But if you're into collectibles and that sort of things, and happens to be a little bit bummed out by the story's very short length, there are probably several hours of fun to be had roaming this world upon completing the story.
I can't crack one of these things without any powers, all right? So I don't actually need you. I need your gun.
No. No. You are not getting my gun, and that is final.
Jesus.
But maybe I will let you have a couple of my bullets.